Hey y'all, this is Queen RB with Queen RB TV, and my name is Ray, and today I'm going to be presenting you with your daily collective energy for today, February 3rd. It's 1:05 p.m. I'm going to be doing the daily collective energy. The reading that I do, I just changed my name. I meant to mention that. I just changed my name from Queen RB Tarot to Queen RB TV because it's going to be way more than tarot. It's going to be my life. It's going to be my family, my friends. It's going to be a lot. Like, I'm going to be sharing a lot, my lifestyle, what I do. Like, there's going to be a whole lot of content on here that I feel would, be great to share with you guys. And also like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below and let me know anything that you would like to see on this channel. And you can also follow me over on Instagram at Queen RB TV, because the readings that I do here will be summarized and put into a short, simple text on Instagram, so you can follow me on Instagram at Queen RB TV, the same name as my channel. You can go check that out. Check out those messages. Follow me over there. I post over there also. I post videos over there. And yeah. So without further ado, we'll get into this reading, right? Because at the bottom of the deck, right, I was interrupted before, right? I had said all this already. And I got a notification and the whole thing just stopped. It just stopped. I don't know why I did that. But we got the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment card at the bottom of the deck of this other tarot card deck. And I feel like there's this energy where there's this divine birthright. Like, someone is doing something. You're doing something. There's certain activities, like whatever it is. Like with the Wheel of Fortune, this is just your life. This could be anything. This is just the journey of your life. You have ups and you have downs, but it's all a part of this plan. Like, everything is all a part of this plan. Like, it's divinely orchestrated. Like, that's literally what I got. Like, it's divinely orchestrated. But we'll get into this reading real quick. Okay. For the Daily Collective. What message? What message can I get into the Daily Collective? Whoa. Okay. I'll get 2 more cards. The Daily Collective. Okay. Okay. All right. Look what's there. The Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom of the deck again. The first card out, we have the 5 of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the 2 of Wands. And we have the Magician. Okay, so I feel like there's a situation where, again, there's this divine birthright that you have. There's something you're supposed to be doing. There's a certain path that you're still supposed to be on. But with this 5 of Wands, I'm seeing a lot of commotion, right? This can be actual commotion that's going on around you, like maybe the people around you, or this could just be you within yourself. There's like, it's almost like your ego could be getting in the way. Like, there could be this back and forth between, your higher self taking on this divine birthright, this path that you're supposed to be on, and then your ego is kind of like maybe playing small. Your ego is like maybe playing safe and trying to stay in the safe zone and trying to go with the flow and trying to go with what everyone else wants you to do instead of actually going down the path that is for you. And with the Ace of Wands, this is something that you're passionate about. You're really passionate about this. And it's like with the 2 of Wands, you're trying to decide, like, and it's like, like, look, you have this wand over here, right? This could be your ego over here. This could be you leaving behind all those negative thoughts and those beliefs and whatever it is that you want to leave in the past. And this is you just taking a path that is for you. You going in a direction, right? Some of you may be actually like traveling, like getting up and moving. Like getting up, like moving jobs, or moving from one house to another, or maybe you're moving to a different state, a different country. Like, literally, it could be anything. But I see traveling. I feel like y'all, like, you want to move on. But it's like with the Five of Wands, there's kind of like this back and forth that's going on, right? But I feel like this, I don't want to say it's very significant, but I'll say that it's one of those things where it's like, you can overcome this. You can overcome this Five of Wands energy. You can come past that conflict, right? Because this Ace of Wands, like, if you look, like, the way the cards are, like, laid out for me, right? And you'll be able to go to my Instagram, right? Go to my Instagram, because you'll be able to see how they're laid out, right? The Five of Wands, it's like there's all this conflict, but this Ace of Wands is pulling you. This Two of Wands, and then it's just this Magician, you being able to create what you want. It's pulling you. It's almost like, listen, let me tell y'all this quote, and I meant to share it with y'all. Give me 1 second. I need to get my journal. Okay. Oh, and it's so funny, y'all. Exactly a month ago, January 3rd, I wrote this in my journal. Abraham Hicks. I don't know. I think it was like maybe something I was listening to on YouTube. She said, your inner being believed you and went where you said you wanted to go. And is there holding the Your inner being believed you and went where you said you wanted to go. And is there holding the vibration, waiting for you to catch up. You have no choice but to catch up, because your expansion is what you set into motion. And you got to get up to speed with your expansion, or you don't feel so good. So it's knowing, right? You don't feel good. This Five of Wands, this conflict, this back and forth, like, this does not feel good. And that's because you know there's something you're supposed to be doing. There's something that's pulling you, right? Because you set the intention a long time ago, and you said, I want to set out and I want to do what's I actually want. I want to go towards what I actually want, what actually feels good for me, and not just something that I just have to do. Like, I want to do something that I'm actually passionate about. I want to go down a path where I'm actually passionate and I'm actually having fun and I'm actually going towards something that I actually want to do for myself, right? Because they say when you're doing something that you like, you'll never work a day in your life. So choose something where it just feels like you're not even working, you're just having fun. You're having fun, and it's okay to set the intention. Like, you can work and still have fun at the same time, right? You can also, handle business, when it's time to handle business. But this is you having fun. Having fun, going down a path that's fun for you. But it's understanding that this isn't going to feel so good. So as long as you continue to stay where you are right now and continue to just think about it, right? This could just be your thoughts going back and forth in your head. Like, oh, I could do this. I could do this. I'm not happy. I'm not this. But it's like, you still where you at. You haven't done anything. Like, what are you going to do? What steps are you going to take? What resources do you have? Who can you call? Who can you text? Who can you hit up? What's free? Like, where can you go? Like, really think about what it is that you want, because there's something here for you. And there's something that you're able to actually create. Like, you're in the energy. The Magician is someone who gets an idea, and he's like, I can literally create anything. I can create anything. He has all of the elements in front of him right now. He has all of the tools for everything that it is that he needs. And you're setting forth on a path that puts you in a position to create whatever it is that you want. Like, this could just be you manifesting. You could have manifested this, simply by setting the intention to want more in life. Like, you set the intention, you planted the seed. So that's why you're not happy at your job, because there's something else you could be doing that fulfills you more, that makes you happier. And it's okay for you to want to be happier. I don't care how young you are. I don't care how old you are. It's okay for you to want to be happier. You can go forward and make all that money. Like, it's 16, 17-year-old millionaires out here, probably younger than that. Like, it's possible. It's very possible. But it's all about what you're willing to do. What steps are you willing to take? Like, are you willing to put down these wands and essentially what was comfortable for you? Because a lot of times when we doing all this back and forth, that's what we're accustomed to. We're used to not being happy. We're used to not getting everything that we want. We're used to not getting everything that we want. We're used to not having everything. We're used to not having enough. We're used to living paycheck to paycheck. Like that's what it's supposed to be like. That's what things supposed to be. No. No, it don't have to be like that. You can set the intention and say like, no, like I can have more. I can have way more than this. How can I put myself in that position? What can I do, right? Because I can't do what the next person is doing. But what do I have inside of me? What talents do I have? What do you like doing? What do you enjoy doing? And go towards that. Go towards what's passionate because it's there. It's brewing inside of you. But you have to be able to go towards it. And as soon as you go towards it, it's almost like you're able to set out and make a plan to create something. Like there's something that you're going to be creating. This could be a business. I don't know, you're creating something. There's something that you're creating. It's different for everybody. But you're creating something, and it's something that you can really, oh wow, yeah, it's something that you're really successful on, and you're coming out of a place of lack, feeling like you don't have enough, to having everything that it is that you want. You're having everything that it is that you need. And that's beautiful. That is so beautiful. And I'm going to pull a few cards from this deck. Wow. That's a lot of major arcana here. We got the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. But first card out, we have the Justice card. We have the Hierophant. We have the Judgment card here again, right? We have the Four of Cups, and we have the Chariot. Again, I'm really getting, there may be a decision that you need to make. There's a decision that you need to make, that you know you need to make, that you've probably been knowing that you need to make for a while now. And you're like, what are you talking about, Ray? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, right? It's that thing that keeps coming, it keeps popping back up. It just keeps popping back up. And you're like, it keeps popping back up. It's there. You know what it is. You know exactly what it is you need to do. You just have to take the steps in that direction, right? And you're like, I don't really know which steps to take first. And you have to understand that you have assistants, your angels, your ancestors, the goddess that lives within you can give you all the answers that you seek. You know everything that it is you need to do, everything that it is you're supposed to do. But you just have to tap into it, right? Because you know the outcome. Like you feel like, okay, I can have all of this abundance. I can have all of this prosperity. I can have all of this, whatever your want and desire is, whatever your goal is, you can have that goal. Like you have the outcome, but you're not sure about the process. But it's like, if you're able to grab and hold on to the feeling and the vibration of the outcome, what makes you think that you don't have the ability to go on that path and set forth on it? So the advice would be for you to make the decision that you know you're supposed to make. Go forward and make the decision that you know you're supposed to make. And this is taking baby steps, but this, for one, setting the intention, like writing it down. Like if you could write down the date and the time, like take something and write it down, like where you could remind yourself, like today, right here, right now, like I'm no longer playing small. I'm no longer not doing what it is I know I need to do. I'm no longer not fulfilling myself. I'm no longer settling with being unhappy and not having what it is that I want and I desire. I'm no longer accepting anything less than what it is I feel I know I deserve to have, because you deserve to have it. If you could grab onto that vibration and that idea, you deserve to have it. You may have talked yourself out of believing it, but if you got it in your vibration, in your being, Like, you came into contact with it. It's yours. Period. It's been yours. The moment it touched you, it was yours. But you have to be able to make the decision, like whatever it is you know you're supposed to do. And I feel like with this Four of Cups, this could be kind of you. Um, I feel like some of you may have to let go of something. Some of you may be having to release something that you really, really wanted. This may have been something like you letting go of this is like letting go of a part of yourself, whether it is a part of yourself, like, you're releasing, those old emotions, um, those low vibrating thoughts, or this could be, maybe a person or a situation or a workplace, a job. This could be you, but I feel like whatever this is, you had an emotional connection to it. And this could be you kind of like letting go of it. Even if it was something that didn't serve you, even if it was something that didn't serve your highest good, right? Because a lot of times the thing that don't serve our highest good, I think, is the thing that feels the best, right? So this could be you withdrawing yourself from something that you had an emotional connection to that fulfilled you, but you realized that there was more that you could have. And with the Chariot, you're going forward. The advice is for you to realize that whatever this is like, it's time for you to release it because there's more that you could have. And with the Chariot, you have to just go forward and take it. Take it now. Like, take the opportunity now. Go forward with the opportunity now. Yeah, again, I said the Eight of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. You're leaving something behind. There's something that you're leaving behind. There's something, yeah. You're being honest. There's something that you like, yeah. You're being honest with yourself about something that you know you need to, what was this? There's something that you know you need to leave behind. And I feel like you've already thought about this. Like, again, like, I feel like you already know what it is you need to do. Like, because you've already thought about it. You've already, like, with the Four of Swords energy, like, you went into this deep meditation, this deep contemplation. And you already know. You already know. You already got the information. It's almost like, because you wanted whatever this is, you wanted it so bad that, like, God, source, spirit, like, they was like, here, like, they gave you the answer. They literally gave you the answer as clear as day. But you have to take the forward steps and just go forward with it. Like, even if it feels crazy, right? Like, the path that I'm on, like, the messages I receive, I'm like, yo, like, that's crazy. But it's like, I mean, it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Literally, we are reminded of that every single day. Anything is literally possible. So it's accepting your path, accepting what it is you know you're supposed to do, the path that you know you're supposed to be on, and going forward with it, and just never looking back. Just never look back. The Chariot. You think the Chariot's gonna look back? You think the Chariot finna look back at this Four of Cups? No, the Chariot is like, no, I'm out of here. Like, I got balance. The yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. I found my balance, and I'm like, all gas, no brakes. Period. I'm moving on. Like, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. And I'm going towards what it is that I want for myself. Period. And we're going to pull from the Money and Law of Attraction. I was trying to get the Money and Law of Attraction cards, which is by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Also the quote that I quoted, which is Abraham is Esther. So yeah. We go pull from this. Alright. They just like not working it out. Okay. We'll pull from the card from Money and Law of Attraction. Okay, that was fast. We got number 29. I do not need to have money to attract money, and that's on period. Number 13. What do I want and why do I want it? Okay, so I do not need to have money to attract money. You do not need to have money to attract money, but you cannot feel poor and attract money. The key is you have to find ways of improving the way you feel from right where you stand before things can begin to change. By softening your attention to the things that are going wrong and by beginning to tell stories that lean more in the direction of what you want instead of in the direction of what is currently happening, your vibration will shift. Your point of attraction will shift. You will get different results. Why do I want what do I want and why do I want it? When you acknowledge what you do not want and then ask yourself, what is it that I do want? You begin a gradual shift into the telling of your new story and into a much improved point of attraction. You get the essence of what you think about whether you want it or not, because the law of attraction is unerringly consistent. Therefore, you are never only telling the story of how it is now. You are also telling the future experience that you are creating right now. So again, both of these cards are essentially letting you know that you are in the moment that you're in right now, and the only moment that you can create from is the one that you're in right now. So by spending this moment either going too far ahead in the future or going too far back in the past, whether it was yesterday or 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, you're creating the vibration of whatever moment that you are reminiscing on, right? You have to understand that with the mind, it's almost like you're constantly creating. You're constantly creating, you're constantly creating, you're constantly manifesting based off of the mood, the vibration, the thoughts that you're having. And a lot of times we can be sitting and doing nothing, but we're creating so much energy around us simply by our minds and what we create in our minds and where we go, right? We can literally go, like, take our minds. Our minds will literally take us to 2 weeks ago to a conversation that we had with somebody that we still just can't shake, right? You can literally keep going back to that conversation over and over and over again, and you're recreating that over and over and over again. And that's why it's so difficult to let go of, because you're recreating it all the time. You're constantly recreating it. And you have to understand that it's like realizing how where you are right now doesn't feel good gives you a perspective on how you can create something that feels better. So as you realize and experience and feel what does not feel good, you're able to create something that feels better. So it's all about just feeling everything, essentially. Even what things that don't feel so good, right? Because you're like, you know what? I've come to appreciate things that don't feel good because they give me a perspective on how I can create something that feels better. And you have to tell stories that lean more in the direction of what you want. Begin telling stories of what you want, right? Because we already know where you are and what you want. We already know you don't like your job. We already know that they get on your nerves. We already know that you sick of them, that you just ready to go, you ready to quit. You just feel like you done been there for too long and customers. We know. How many times are you going to tell the same story over and over and over again before you actually like do something about it? Like, are you going to do something? What can you do? Like, actually question yourself. Like, instead of saying like, well, there's nothing I can do. Like, you've never even giving yourself a chance to think about what you can do. So it's understanding what it is you know you need to do, because you know what it is you need to do from the very beginning. You already know what it is you need to do. And it's all the matter of making that decision and going towards whatever that is. Going towards what you're passionate about. Going towards what you know fulfills you. And just never looking back. Ever. Right? Because we already know looking back at what don't feel good is not going to do any good. Right? Unless you're using that to add fuel to the fire, unless you're using those emotions to recreate something that feels better. Right? The more you think about it, the more you recreate, the more you make more money. Right? Okay. That's cool. You know? But that is all. Oh. That is all that I have for y'all. Thank you for clicking on this video. I hope that this message resonates for you. Also, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about the reading. Follow me over on Instagram at QueenRBTV, where this message will be, summarized into one small Instagram post. So yeah, go check me out over there. Thank you. Peace.